You did what?
I sold him on it, Max. I told Asa that he should sell me the land that you want for Serenity Springs.
He agreed to it?
Well, I'm waiting to hear back from him, but it's as good as done.
It was that easy?
Well, it wasn't easy. I was extremely clever.
Asa usually doesn't give in this easy.
No, he doesn't even think he's giving in. He thinks he's selling it to me to get him out of a problem. It was terrific. You guys, what did you do to make that green cook?
Oh, Luna cooked it up, literally.
It was one of my more interesting concoctions.
Well, whatever you did, it worked like a charm. Listen, we're going to be able to build our spar. It's going to be fantastic. Nobody's going to stop the three of us.
Us?
Good morning.
They didn't tell me it was you, Alex, again. Get the hell out of here.
Brought you a present. I was at the department store the other day, and there were these girls spraying this cologne on anything and everything that moved. And it had this arresting aroma. You'll pardon the pun. So I brought you some. I know how rank things can get in here. Well, smile, honey. Maybe you'll feel better if you slap some of this on your face.
What do you want?
What does any woman want? I want my man to be happy. Your hearing begins today, you know. Of course, you know everybody's talking about it. It's the talk of the town. And we have to face the fact that it really doesn't look too good, does it? But not to worry. I have the key to your freedom, my dear.
Maybe he just got confused about when we were coming back.
No, that's not like him. If he said he was going to be there, then...
Clint, we just walked through the door. Already you're worrying.
Well, I reckon it goes with the territory.
You know, for one little second at the airport when you couldn't find Kevin, I thought, why couldn't Megan pick us up? And then I remembered.
It takes a while, honey.
Well, maybe that's Kevin with a really good excuse. Hello. Oh, no. Yes, this is the Buchanan residence.
We'll take the bags upstairs.
Okay. I'm sorry, what, flowers for what? No, you have a wrong order. Well, we're not planning any weddings, all right? Well, Kevin Buchanan is my son. And Leanne Demarest? I tell you what, why don't you call back later and speak to my son directly? Obviously, he would prefer to handle this on his own.
Who's on the phone? Honey, what's wrong?
They ordered flowers.
What are you talking about?
Kevin and Leanne. They didn't tell us, but they're getting married.
One life. Honey, are you sure you got it right?
I just told you. That was the florist on the telephone. He called to confirm the order of flowers for the wedding of Kevin Buchanan and Leanne Demarest. It couldn't be any clearer than that.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look, we know that they have been discussing marriage, but they wouldn't be planning on doing it now. The timing is, it's all wrong.
You don't have to tell me that.
Well, Kevin knows what we've been going through, honey.
He obviously doesn't care.
No, wait a minute. Kevin is a sensitive kid. There must be some mistake. Come on, sit down.
No. Look at this.
Wedding list. Invitations, flowers, music. Talk to the minister.
There is no mistake. He was planning to surprise us with a new daughter-in-law. Leanne Demarest.
Well, I certainly got to hand it to you, Tina.
Sure did come through for it.
Boy, Asa is no pushover, and frankly, he's never been too crazy about you, so you must have done some really smooth talking.
No, I just convinced him that selling the land to me would make sense to him. Well, shoot, if I'd known you were this good at this kind of plotting, I would have gotten you to help me.
Are you kidding? The Schemers Hall of Fame. Tina's got a room all to herself. When it comes to concocting the most outrageous schemes
Max.
and
Max,
devious,
I really
this
don't
woman
want
is
to talk
devious.
about this right now, okay? Please, thank you.
Why not?
Because I'm a changed woman. I'm sticking to the straight and narrow, you know. This is just a glitch. This is my last caper.
Well, you're certainly going out with a bang, Tina.
Listen, you guys, thinking of, you know, straight and narrow, I was kind of thinking along the lines of, like, linear for the spa.
Linear?
What's that?
For the decor.
Decor.
Yeah, for the spa.
Uh-huh.
Linear.
Yeah, you know, a defined perspective, you know, giving the clients direction. The lines would be like arrows that would be pointing them towards harmony and healthy balance.
Arrows.
Yeah, everything. Streamlined, kind of like their bodies would be when we get done with them. What would you guys think about that, huh?
Tina, I have always thought that your interior designs are great, but I think this is maybe a bit premature.
Why?
Well, we don't actually have the land yet, and
This is just a formality. I mean, as soon as the papers are signed.
As
it
soon
is
as we
ours.
do that, then, hell, we'll sit down and talk about it. We'll be, since we're knee-deep in mud and singing, this land is our land, we will sit down and work this all out.
yeah, there's no need in counting your chickens before the hatch.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't keen on the idea of linear, then maybe we could go with, you know, kind of like a warm, natural, you know, contours along that line, like a back-to-the-earth motif or something.
Linear sounds interesting, doesn't it, Luna?
Really? Mm-hmm. What about Victorian? Plush reds and greens, velvets, brocades, you know, like really plush. And...
Plush. This sounds very plush, Tina. But until we get the blueprints from the architect, I really feel that it is useless to discuss interior design.
Useless.
Well, not useless.
Premature.
Yeah.
A little. But it's not going to be that long of a wait.
No, not long at all. Not long. Quicker than you can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Quicker.
So the chemist tell you who this stuff is yet?
The genius I talked to was baffled. Maybe it came from outer space.
Oh, yeah, molten kryptonite, huh?
Wicked looking stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. That stuff is trouble, Asa. Maybe we should sell this land to Tina, huh?
Hold on. Weren't you the one who was so gung-ho that I keep this land? Why the turnaround?
Well, just seeing things differently, that's all.
What things? How different?
Well, maybe Tina's motives are as noble as they sound. I mean, maybe she does need a cause to throw herself into, get over cord and move on with her life.
She needs something, all right.
Yeah, well, Tina's motives aside, the important thing is to keep this land in the family.
Kane, just what are you getting at?
Well, when this storm blows over, we have Tina give us back the land.
You really believe that if I sell the land to Tina, Dorian Lord will get off my back?
Yeah. And the rest of the press as well. Then you can continue to develop your other projects without all this intense scrutiny from the press.
Are you implying my other projects are not legitimate?
Not at all, Asa. I'm just saying all this attention from the media is annoying, isn't it?
Sell the land to Tina.
Temporarily, till this all blows over.
What if they find pollution?
Well, then we make Tina keep her promise and clean it up.
How the hell does she pay for all that?
You give her the money. Discreetly, of course.
Tina discreet?
Well, she'll go along with it, don't you think?
I know Tina a lot better than you, Kane. That woman is a scatterbrain, capable of anything or nothing.
You don't think she's capable of crossing you, do you?
No, Kane, no. She's an airbrain, but she's not an idiot. She would never cross me because she'd know there'd be hell to pay.
Trust in me, you know you do. I'm going to handle the situation with composure and perspective and just about as much patience and understanding as I can muster.
Well, that's good, honey.
Right after I scream.
Would that make things better?
No, it would make him an awful lot worse. And I am rapidly losing my determination to take any of those noble stances that I was just talking about taking. No, I think I'm going to take some action instead.
Vicky.
No, please don't try and placate me, all right? This is much too important, and you should take some action, too.
I should?
Yes. Clint, we cannot sit idly by and watch our son rush recklessly into some lifelong commitment that he does not have the maturity to make.
Honey, how are we going to stop him?
I haven't figured that out yet. But I do think that the first thing we have to do is find out a little bit more about their plans. I'll be right back.
Wait a minute. Where are you going?
There are 2 items checked off on that list. Florist and talk to Andrew Carpenter. Well, I just talked to the florist. I think I'll just go and see what the Reverend has to say for himself.
What can I say?
Feel like I should break into a hymn. Too bad I don't know any.
Sit down, Marty.
Sorry, Rev, I don't feel like praying right now. You go ahead, though. Give out with the mumbo-jumbo, and when you need an amen, point to me.
Marty, I'm a little short on patience today, so please, sit down.
Oh, just having a little fun, Rev.
Now, the reason you're
But
here...
before you get to the dull part, I owe you a few words of gratitude. Thanks. It's about as few as it gets.
You don't have to thank me.
You did spring me from jail. You were my savior. Sorry, that was a cheap shot.
Yes, it was.
Good old Aunt Kiki didn't turn up at the hearing.
Right. Which brings me to why you're here and why I'm not going to let you get into any more trouble.
You're not?
No, I'm not. You see, I promised the judge that I'd be responsible for you.
Well, there's no fool like a holy fool. You better get ready to call it the law on me because I'm gunning for the first big trouble I can find.
You don't make it real easy for her, brother, do you?
It's not my job. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm really very busy. I don't have time for idle chit-chat.
Hey, hold it. Time out. I need your help. The district attorney of Glenview is asking for your help.
The district attorney has 1 minute. Starting, now.
Okay, fine. I need you to help me get Sarah Buchanan to testify against Carlo Hesser.
If Sarah does not want to testify, she must have good reasons.
Right. Reasons I understand. But if I'm going to build a case against Hesser, I need Sarah. She'll have to take the stand.
Oh, no. Sarah is in no condition to face Carlo Hesser in a courtroom.
We'll make it as painless as possible.
Painless?
Yeah.
You don't care about her pain. You don't care about Sarah. All you care about is winning your case, raising your profile, advancing your political hopes.
No. That is not true, and it's not fair.
You know, you got only 5 more seconds.
Excuse me. What are you talking about?
Hello, Sarah.
Sarah, Mr. Gannon was just leaving.
I really need to talk to you, Sarah.
You don't have to, Sarah.
It's important.
It's about Carlo Hesser, isn't it?
But with your help, I can take Carlo Hesser down. All you got to do is tell the judge that he kidnapped you.
That's all?
You don't have to do anything.
But I'll fill the court with your friends, your family. You have plenty of support. The testimony itself will be just a short time. I just have a few questions.
But doesn't the defense get a chance to question me, too?
Well, yeah.
Don't sugarcoat this, Mr. D.A. Tell her exactly what to expect. Go ahead, tell her the truth.
I mean, they could have me on the stand for hours or even days, right?
Listen, Sarah, Carlo Hesser has hurt a number of people. Now, some have died. Now, if that guy's allowed to go free, only God knows how many people are going to suffer. Now, you can put him out of commission. So, come on, what do you say?
Oh,
Sarah?
Well, you all right?
Just back off. Give her some room. Come on, dear. Now, just take deep breaths. Come on. Just relax. It's going to be fine. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, no, I'm okay.
Okay, don't even talk. Just concentrate on relaxing.
Okay. No, I'll be fine, but I'm really sorry. Truly, I am, but I couldn't. I can't testify.
I could blame you.
Sorry, and I know you were counting on me, and I'm letting you down, but I just couldn't do it.
It wasn't only me, Sarah.
You have your answer, Mr. Gannon.
What kind of a bedroom do you want?
If you're trying to provoke me, Alex.
Are you the satin sheets must match the satin walls type? Or are you more of the Milan Merden chic type? Or the English country frou-frou type? No. Definitely not frou-frou.
You'll toy with me once too often.
Just want you to be very happy.
And get me out of here. You said you had my freedom in that purse. All I can say are a lot of ridiculous snippets.
Carlo, they're called swatches. And have a little faith, please. I'm going to get you out of here. That's not the problem. The problem is, what kind of a mattress are we going to have? Offhand, I'd say that you were the goose down type. Oh, yes, I remember. Wasn't Baldy O'Leary shot to death on a goose down mattress? I think I remember that from the Scarecrow.
Now, Alex, what the hell are you up to? Come on, tell me.
Oh, these explosions are good. They're just not good for your blood pressure, Carlo. And I see that little vein in your head going da-thump, da-thump, da-thump.
Now, for heaven's sake, Alex.
You know, it's kind of attractive. It's kind of primitive. Viral.
You are behind all this, aren't you?
Behind what?
Am I sitting here? These damn tapes, the smug look on that jerk of a DA's face. If I'm right, I'll kill you.
I love it when you talk rough.
I may be in here, but I'm not without power. I still have a great many...
Didn't I tell you that I would get you out of here? Why don't you believe me? Now, I know that you're under a great deal of stress right now. But I would appreciate it if you would please stop acting like a baby and be patient.
Uncle Carlo? Stephanie, darling. Hello.
What is she doing here? You are just lovelier than ever. You must have the boys lined up around the block. Why would you ask her to visit you?
I didn't.
Anyway, I can see that you would like to have a little quality time with your uncle. So I'll just take my little things here with me. And, oh, would you do me a favor, honey, and see if you can get him to try this cologne that I got him at the department store? We want our fella to feel as good as he possibly can today, don't we? Oh, by the way, do you like polka music?
Goodbye, Alex.
That's a pretty good imitation.
A moment, a conversation. It shouldn't feel any different when you're talking long distance. We think you should be able to call anyone, anywhere, anytime, and still save money. That's why we invented the new AT&T Any Hour Saver Plan.
So how are you and Max getting along?
Fine.
Yeah? You guys are really hitting it off.
How'd you do it, Tina? How'd you land him? Listen to me, I'm talking like he's some kind of fish.
Next thing you know, I'll be asking you what kind of lure you used. What kind of lure did you use?
Luna. Well, it wasn't like that with Max and me. I mean, it was kind of the opposite.
He came after you?
Oh, my God, he chased me like I have never been chased before.
Oh, that must have been wonderful.
We almost got married.
I know. What happened?
I blew it. I was up on the altar and I called him by the wrong name. What name? Cord.
Oh. I bet he didn't go for that too much.
Well, he wasn't really too pleased, I must say. But you know what? I think it really worked out perfectly. It was like my subconscious, you know, it was saying no for me when I couldn't say it myself. I loved Cord. I've always loved Cord.
I know.
And now this gives you a chance for Max.
I got about as much chance as a snowball on a southern sidewalk in July.
Oh, Luna, I don't think that's true. I think that all you gotta do is work with me on a little plan to get him.
Oh, no, I can't.
Oh, Luna, come on. You have helped me so much. I would just like to return the favor, that's all.
Oh, I appreciate it, but I want it to happen naturally if it's going to happen between me and him. I mean, I want it to be karma and destiny, the will of the goddess. Right now, it's just enough that I'm here for him, and it feels good to be close to him. It feels real good.
Mom? Dad? Anybody home? Hey, there you are. Welcome home.
You were supposed to meet us at the airport.
You wouldn't believe what happened, Dad. Leanne and I were a little late getting off this morning, but you see, we raced to the airport, and I didn't want to miss your flight. I was just so frantic, I guess. I got the terminals mixed up. And so by the time I got all the way back around the other side of the airport and got the car parked and everything, you had left.
We waited an hour.
I'm really sorry.
You're sorry.
Well, you know, it was... You're really upset.
With good reason, don't you think?
What's going on, Dad?
You tell me.
What do you want me to... I mean... Why are you so mad?
Why did you lie to us?
About what?
About that. Flowers. Talk to Reverend Carpenter.
Oh.
Oh, is that all you got to say? Oh?
Well, I was going to tell you when you got back.
Why didn't you? Why didn't you talk to us before? Why didn't you call us? Why didn't you discuss it before you made a decision?
Because I was afraid you'd react like this.
How the hell did you expect us to react? Did you expect your mother and me to be delighted? Did you think we were going to be happy? That you were planning on getting married before you finished school, before you had a chance to figure out what you were going to do with your life?
I figured that out already. I want to spend my life with Leanne.
That is very romantic, Kevin. But there's such a thing as responsibility. Responsibility. And when you don't have the consideration to inform your parents about something like this, then I have serious doubts about your ability to handle the responsibilities of a marriage.
I wish you'd calm down.
Well, I wish that you would quit doing things that keep me from feeling calm. What the hell were you thinking about? Did you even consider how this might affect your mother? Couldn't you at least have given her some time to grieve over Megan before you pulled a stunt like this?
Marty?
Oh, hey, how you doing, Mrs. Buchanan?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Physically, not too bad. You must be here to see the Rev, right?
Is the Rev around?
Andrew, yes. He'll be back in a minute. Listen, I've been meaning to talk to you about Megan. I'm lousy at this. I want to say that I'm sorry for how I acted with her. I'm really sorry about her, about everything.
So am I. I miss her with all my heart. Thank you for your concern.
Hi, Vicky.
Back.
Andrew.
Marty, you want to put that out, please?
You want me to put it out? Where? Oh, I guess the baptismal font will have to do. Just kidding, Rev. Whatever happened to the time when you could blow smoke in each other's faces and everyone thought it was sexy? Times have changed, huh? I'm born too late, I guess.
How was the trip?
It's fine. Look, I would like to talk to you about Kevin.
Okay.
I'd like to know what is going on with my son.
His decision to marry Leanne, right?
His decision to make plans behind my back. You're being a part of that.
Vicky,
How could you do that, Andrew? My God, after everything, how could you betray me like that?
Sometimes you feel...
Vicky, I never said that I was going to marry Kevin and Leanne. I said that I wanted to talk to them together before I was willing to go to you on their behalf. What do you expect from me, that I wouldn't even meet with them?
I expected to be included in the conversation.
Well, perhaps you were in Arizona.
You should have waited.
Vicky, Kevin's a member of the congregation. He has a right to seek my advice, and I might add, as his minister, I have a duty to protect his privacy.
Do you advise young people to deceive their parents?
Vicky, what Leanne and Kevin want is acceptance. They want you to acknowledge their love, to give them support.
Give me a break, Andrew. I know exactly what they want. What about what I want? What I deserve? Huh?
What you deserve?
Yes, what I deserve, damn it. What I deserve. And don't give me your routine about virtue being its own reward, because I'm not feeling particularly rewarded these days. In fact, I feel downright punished. Nor do I wish to hear your spiel about God testing those that he loves the most.
Vicky, God isn't going to put anything in front of anyone that he doesn't think they can handle. Nothing.
He's getting pretty close to the edge with me right now, I'll tell you that. I refuse to believe that all this suffering is supposed to be so good for you, that it builds character, makes you grow. I'd quite like a shot at growing through happiness. Or maybe that's not part of the program, I don't know.
I don't know. I guess I would have to say that it's all part of growing, the happiness and the sorrow.
Let me ask you something, Andrew. How is it that someone who comes from as privileged a background as you do, and who apparently has no experience with hardship or deprivation, how is it that someone as young as you can know anything about growing through sorrow?
Are you asking me to defend myself?
Try.
I think it would be a mistake. It would be a mistake because you don't mean to attack me. You need to lash out at someone, you're lashing out at me because I'm safe.
If I had wanted to be analyzed, I would have gone to the psychiatrist.
Vicky, what you're feeling is betrayed. You feel betrayed by Kevin, your son. You feel betrayed by me because I talked with him.
Yes, you're right. You are absolutely right. I feel betrayed. I feel very betrayed. I feel betrayed by the whole damn universe.
Vicky. Vicky, I loved her too.
I want my Megan back. I want my baby back.
You still here?
The hearing is still today, and I still need Sarah Buchanan.
You will not bother Sarah Buchanan again unless you have a subpoena. You understand that?
Maybe you haven't heard, but I have a job.
Look,
for you, all
that
right?
woman has been through hell this last year and a half. I mean, she is fighting the battle of her life to get herself back together. The last thing she needs is you badgering her.
Come on, snap out of it. I'm not badgering anybody.
You know, I know what you're up to, and I want it stopped.
You wouldn't like me to finish just one sentence by any chance, would you?
No.
Come on, Sheila, look, I have a case to prosecute here, and it's an important case. Now, I need Sarah to be my star witness.
She doesn't want to be a star of anything. I mean, you get it. She cannot take it. She cannot handle the pressure.
Well, don't treat her like she's some kind of helpless invalid. It's not going to help at all.
Oh, what, you're a doctor now as well as being a pain in the butt? You are talking about browbeating witnesses.
Sheila, I am trying to protect the community that you and Sarah live in by putting away a vicious animal. Now, this is about more than just one person's sensibilities. This is about the public good.
Very stirring speech, Mr. D.A. I hope you speak as well at the hearing, and I hope you introduce very strong evidence, because you're not going to have Sarah Buchanan there to help you out. Good afternoon.
Alex Oltl going to help you?
That's what she says. How, she doesn't say. Though I could use a little help right now. I'm innocent, really. They're all trumped-up charges. A new district attorney trying to make his mark. But Gannon will present a case that's very convincing on the surface. He'll try to make me look like a criminal. But it's all circumstantial. All designed to deceive, to keep the public's eye off the real criminals.
Well, maybe you're lucky Alex is behind you.
Lucky?
Well, she might be crazy, but she does get things done.
Yes. She does have a certain knack. But with her behind me, now I'll not have to only watch my front, but my back.
Excuse me, you're in a restricted area.
I know.
No visitors.
I'm from the DA's office.
You're still in a restricted area.
District Attorney Gannon sent me to pick up evidence.
You have papers to that effect?
They're being processed.
No papers, no evidence, no looking at evidence.
I'll come back with the papers.
Fine.
Shouldn't be able to tell the difference until it's too late.
This is the reason to never use soap again. If we promise this...
That is one mean-looking rustler you got there, Al.
Is this how John Wayne began his career?
Gabby Hayes.
Thank you, sir.
What you gonna do with this desperado, Al?
I don't know.
Maybe you should sentence him to the jigsaw puzzle.
Anything but that.
The building blocks.
I'm gonna let him go.
Oh.
Scot-free? He's learned it's bad to steal from people.
I've seen the error of my misbegotten ways.
And you come over here. You're the best, you know that? You're gonna get a lot more than imaginary cows. You are the heir to Grandpa Wingate's dreams. And I'm gonna make those dreams come true just for you. Everything he wanted for Uncle Steve and me, but that we couldn't get because of some mean old fat cat's rustling.
Sorry to interrupt, but since I've reformed and been hardened, do you think I might be untied? My toes are getting a little numb. Would you like dinner? I have to get out of here. Hello?
Tina, I am selling you this hot spring land for $1. Any chance of upping the ante to $1.25?
Sorry, Ace said dollars as high as I can go.
Okay, honey, let's see the color of your money.
Alrighty. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, I brought the wrong purse. The other one carries my cash. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kane.
Could I lend
Yes.
you $1?
Oh, you're so
By
kind.
all means, certainly.
Thank you so much.
Hold it for me, Kane.
Oh, certainly.
Now all that's left, Tina, is signing the papers.
So, Asa, what made you decide to say yes?
It wasn't just you, Tina. It was for Cordero. I know how much he wanted you to be happy. From my experience, when you're busy, you're very happy. This project should keep you very busy.
I don't really know what to say, Asa, but thank you. I'm very, very grateful.
Kane, you drew this up. Where do I put my mark?
Right there in the old X. And Tina, you're underneath.
Oh, I'm going to have to borrow that pen, too. Okay.
I want to marry the woman I love. What's so wrong about that?
I'll tell you what's wrong with that. You only think about yourself. You only want to happen what you think should happen.
And you would prefer that I only do what you and Mom want?
I would prefer that you act like a responsible human being.
Responsible meaning what? That I follow in your footsteps? That I'm so intimidated by you that I can't think for myself?
No, Kevin. We would very much like it if you would simply consider other people's feelings every once in a while.
Well, that would be a lot easier if you wouldn't make it so hard.
We make it hard? You just wait a minute. Nobody stopped you from telling us about this wedding. If it hadn't been for that little piece of paper, who knows when I might have found out that my son is getting married.
I was gonna tell you.
When?
Come on, give me a break, Mom. The last time Leanne and I talked to you about our getting married, you chased her out of town.
I did not chase her out of town.
Well, you let her know how much you were against it, and she took off.
Quite a difference, wouldn't you say? You are not going to cast me as the villain in this piece. Besides, the issue here is not how I feel about Leanne. It is your dishonesty and your lack of consideration. You deceived me and your father, and we are very hurt and very disappointed.
Can't you try for just 1 second to see this from my point of view? To understand what I might be feeling? My hurt, my grief, my needs?
You're not making any sense, Kevin. Do you know that?
I never make any sense to you, Mom. I mean, the fact is that I'm always in a daze, and you are always clear as a bell about everything.
Kevin, I never expected to hear about my son's upcoming nuptials from the florist or from a misplaced piece of paper. What kind of a monster do you think I am? That you can't tell me that you're going to marry Leanne?
Have you ever noticed how the minute those little cats...
Ooh. When I was a little kid about your age, had a bunch of special toys I kept hidden under the floorboard back home. I did that so nobody else could play with them. Was I spoiled or what?
These aren't special. They're magic.
Ooh, well, now you know you got my attention. Now you know how much I love magic. What's in that little pouch there?
Nothing. Just some old marbles I found. They're real shiny, but they aren't magic.
No?
They won't even roll right.
May I see them?
Let's play with these first.
Okay.
They fly, see?
Ooh.
Moody and Master Al get along well. Don't you think?
They're good together.
Oh, that's a tiny.
Reachable.
Gerbil?
Reachable.
Oh.
That was, you know, a blend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, 2 or 3. Not.
How's your love life?
It's flourishing.
This Al's great. All day I better check on him. Hey, Al! Hey, Al! Al! Come on, let's take this truck and take it and fly it to the moon, huh?
Come on, Nigel. We wouldn't dream of going to the moon without you.
You're very kind. I've always heard travel broadens the mind.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't even give me a chance. How can you say that? If you'd let me come to you, then I would...
But you didn't come to us. That is the whole point.
I am now. I was going to tell you today.
Today would be too late. Today is past the fact, Kevin.
Why? It's not like Leon and I are already married.
Thank God for small favors.
We were just making definite plans, that's all. Is that such a crime?
It's not a crime, but it is certainly a mystery, Kevin. Why someone your age would want to rush into marriage. You'd think the girl was pregnant. Of course, you have told us many times that she's not. Haven't you?
Right.
Then why can't you wait? Look, if you think that you can afford to continue living the way you always have lived and support a wife and go to school, you are sadly mistaken.
If you think it's going to be easy to get a college degree while you're struggling to make ends meet, you've
And
got another
learning
thing
to
coming.
be a
That's
husband.
it. No more lectures.
Don't you walk away from us.
But I can do whatever I want, Mom. Whether you like it or not. I am an adult now, and I can walk out, I can ignore your lectures, I can even get married without your blessing. Just watch.
Oh, the
Becomes
gang's all
embarrassing.
here. Don't worry, dear. Everything is going to be okay. I have a little surprise for our DA. Shall we go in?
I was raised in a log cabin, you know.
A log cabin, huh?
Yep. I'd have walked